Let's get started. Hey, everybody. Thank you for coming out to my talk. My name is Joseph Pilapil. I do quite a bit of things, and I'm here to tell you about them. Sometimes folks only know me for one thing and then find it surprising I do all these other things. As per the intro, I am a sign painter and designer. I am a swing dancer, and I am a shop owner. I own the Traveling Sign Painters by myself. Barefaced General Store with a couple friends, and River City Swing with my life partner. On screen, let's just have some stuff that's highlighted. To start off, about myself, I was born of immigrant parents from the Philippines, whose biggest goal for me, at least my mom, was to go to school and be a doctor. When she realized I wasn't going to be a doctor, I think they settled on me finishing some sort of post-secondary schooling and getting a job. I wasn't really good at school in high school. I was terrible at writing, math, practically anything academic. I spent most of my weekends and summer nights drawing letters and listening to music and exploring the internet, looking at graphic design, graffiti, music videos and animation. Looking at other people's works and being inspired made me want to do what they do and make stuff for myself. I spent a lot of nights drawing letters and tinkering with Photoshop and HTML code. During high school, I realizing that this was the only thing I was good at, was making art and being creative. It was the only classes I really excelled at, and it's all I wanted to do. So I knew I had to pursue it, because I wasn't really good at anything else. And it's true. The speaker notes kind of prove that. I went to Red River School. I took 3D animation and ended up falling in love with graphic design and motion graphics. I ended up with a job and kind of doing what I learned in school, while aspects of the jobs kept me creative. I wanted more, and there was always this underlying feeling in my life that I always needed to make something. So on my evenings and weekends during this job, I kept pursuing fun and creative projects with friends I met in college. One of those things was creating lettering pieces, but from previous experience, I got really frustrated with using paint markers and needed a new medium. And that's when I stumbled upon sign painting. I tried to learn on my own, and then realized I had so much more to learn. So I reached out to a sign maker to teach me, and he generously took a couple of us on, and took us on as students. He called us grasshoppers, is what he called us. He taught us every Wednesday evening for a full year about sign painting. And because during this time, I was still pursuing fun projects, and while learning all this, we created this cart sign pop-up thing that we would attach to a bike, and the idea was to take that around and paint for people. I posted this to Instagram about the process and got requests to make a sign. And we made the sign, posted it onto Insta, and everything snowballed from there. We slowly built up a bed of work from getting requests from clients. These new projects and jobs presented different challenges, like how to juggle time between these signs and our jobs. We took on quite a bit that sometimes we would work into the wee hours of the morning on a sign and mural, and then wake up the next day to go to our jobs. I had a lot more energy in my 20s than I do now. So you're probably thinking, Joe, that's a lot. And it was, but I thought it was pretty normal. My dad used to work a full-time job during the day, come home, and then work another 8 hours in the evening at a job he worked at since he immigrated to Canada. In sign painting, I also ended up learning early that there was more than just painting pretty letters. I already had the design portion of sign making down, as it was what I was doing in school and for most of my life, but I also had to learn the business side of it. I also learned how to use more than just a brush. I had to learn a couple of other trades, primarily woodworking, because those letters had to be painted on something. I enjoyed every part of this, and every week painting something new. and something that I know my clients will love, hopefully, at least, because this thing I do is so niche. Why would you want something painted when printing something is so easy? So, I hope they really enjoy that their sign is painted. Around this time, I explored dance, Lindy Hop in particular. I fell in love with the community. It's a fun and energetic dance. The dance originated in Harlem in the 1930s and is danced to swing, jazz, and big band music. I met my closest friends, and I also met the love of my life through it. It's been a big part of my life, and I love the community so much and the dance. I was practically dancing this dance every Saturday night for a solid 5 to 6 years, probably more. And I mean like every Saturday. I would go to a party and then go and dance Lindy Hop after. When the scene hit a small slump, we got kicked out of our old venue. It was low attendance. Our best dancers were all moving to different provinces and countries because all the dancers were all university students who were pursuing their masters and degrees somewhere else. And so we took it upon ourselves to fix it. And as so it happens, my partner, who I met through dance, was also a go-getter, so we tackled it together. We took some suggestions on how to format the scene from folks. We took suggestions and looked at how other cities did it. We focused our weekly dance to engage new people and how to reduce burnout and how to probably pay our teachers and ourselves for the work we've been doing. Because at this point, everyone that was part of it was doing it pro bono. We took a weekly dance of 5 people and brought it up to 30 people on a regular Saturday night. And on top of that, building 4 classes that would run simultaneously right before that dance on that same Saturday. On band nights, we would hit up to 60 dancers coming out to dance to some live music that we organized. And while doing this, while implementing the values that we wanted to see in our scene and dance. Until COVID, then COVID happened. So we decided to formalize a lot of things and we put it under one umbrella, River City Swing, and we implemented the same things while tweaking what we could do better. And now we have the same numbers that we had pre-COVID and slowly building that community up again. So while I started painting and dancing at the same time and going back to pursuing those creative endeavors with friends, we made a collective because we're all working together at on the same things. We wanted to sell and make stuff that we want to make. We started doing pop-ups after pop-ups, growing ever so slowly, with just it being a creative outlet for ourselves and an exercise in those creative skills. With the more we did, the more opportunities fell into our laps, and we took a situation and somehow turned it into our favor. My painting studio had no walls, and so we needed the walls because the shop was open. A shop was opening beside me, so we decided to convert the entrance point to my studio into a little walk-in space to purchase barefaced goods. An employee from that shop let us know that the other job that they worked at had a little space and that they were opening up, and so we decided to move our little unofficial spot there. Then COVID happened, and then the shop owner decided to close up shop, and we had to move. And we were let to know that a pop-up spot in South Osborne was opening up, and we expanded into that location and hired that same employee to work with us. It's been working out, and now we have a little storefront, which I could never have imagined. And then during all this time with these 3 things, I was working a full-time job. In 2019, when I turned 30, I think, around that time, sign painting, doing makers markets, and dancing were all taking a huge part of my life, and realized it was now or never. I decided to leave my full-time job and to pursue what I was doing full-time. I figured this is the time, and everything I was doing was going really well, and I wanted to see if I can do it, and I really want to prove to myself that I could. I also have perfect timing, I just realized. That was 2019, that was right before the pandemic. Great timing. In perspective, as you can see, I tied it to the title. I couldn't have done these things without the being around supported and like-minded people. The collaborations and experiences that we made together is the process of what myself and the people I do these creative endeavors with are able to do today, as well as these folks who taught or showed me their perspectives on how they live life, how they approach their craft and their careers, and how I'm able to fit each creative thing into one another. I hope my story helps with some of you gaining perspective and tackling something in your career at any point. I was able to do this from learning through other people's stories, experiences, and perspectives. It helped me push through a lot of self-doubt. It helped me push myself to be better at the craft of everything I do. And it helped me enjoy every bit and aspect of this life that I currently have. It's been a lot of years and I'm still at it. It's been an amazing journey meeting new people on a regular basis, making really cool things and having fun with it. Every day is something new. Every week is a new dance, a new sign, a new patch. And I am thankful for everyone who requested a sign from me, bought a little patch from the shop, or has allowed me to teach them dance. Thank you so much.